Canadian Gypsy.
Welcome guys, Mr. Canadian Gypsy here, doing another Marvel Legends review, this time on the Juggernaut. I've seen so many videos of Juggernaut out there on YouTube this week that I figured why not, and let's do a review on this massive figure. So here's what you see of the Juggernaut, the front part of him. He is pretty freaking massive. The paint applications look great, and only one word to describe this guy is just massive. Going on, I'm going to do a side profile of him. You can see how he looks like, how his arms are huge, and the guy's a freaking beast. That's all I can say about him. I'm going to compare his arms to another figure afterwards. Here we see a part of his back profile. And you know, it's just, this guy is just all muscle. It's incredible the detail that they came out with this figure. You know, blows me away every time. Here we have a shot of his head, him wearing his helmet. As you can see, the helmet fits perfectly. It is a little bit loose. There is a little pegs on the sides that you could snap them into place. They're not the most securest thing in the world, but you know, it still does the trick, you know. I put a picture here of the helmet that you can see. It's just a plain hollow helmet, but it's very, very, very comic book accurate, you know. This is what he uses to protect himself from Professor X's psychic attacks. Here we have a profile of him without his helmet. Again, the detail in the face. He looks exactly the way I remember him from the X-Men 90s cartoon and from the comic books. You know, like with the red hair. I just find the detail, you know, came out perfectly on his figure. If we're going to be talking more about detail, look at this, like the way they painted even the veins there. Because like, usually if you look at wrestlers or bodybuilders or type things, you can see their veins bulging out, you know, on their muscles and stuff like that. So I think it's a really cool touch that they did this with him. Okay, as for articulation, his head does rotate from side to side. It doesn't look upwards, but he can look down. So you can have him standing over like a smaller figure and have him go like, you know, hey, I'm the Juggernaut, bitch. Remember when I told you about his arms? If you place his fist all the way to the floor, his whole arm is almost the size of a complete Marvel Legend figure. Like I put him here right next to Black Tom Cassidy, which is his sidekick there in the comics. And they go very well together. You can see Black Tom is almost the size of his arm. Review coming from the Black Tom, soon to come. Now, as for, he has like his shoulder articulation, which is typical. He does have elbow articulation. Now, don't ask me if it's double or single or whatever. I just know he can bend his elbow. He does have wrist articulation, which is pretty cool. Now, the one thing that bugs me, which I find kind of useless, is his fingers don't articulate, at least not the whole fingers. Like midway through his fingers, they kind of clamp down. I would rather prefer to see him make a fist. So that articulation part there, I don't know why they did that, but like it's not bad, but it's just like useless for this character at least. Continuing with the articulation, so his waist does rotate, so that's pretty cool. He does have a joint on the hips, so that could be useful in some cool poses. He does bend at the knee, that's okay also. Which is pretty cool is he has the famous ankle pivot that Artemis Prime keeps raving about, plus toe articulation. So basically that's it. This is a review on the Juggernaut. This is an incredible figure. I would suggest that you get this, invest the money in him. He is a must-have for any Marvel Legends collector. See you next time, guys.